Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear respected elders, brothers, sisters, and children. Today is the fourth night of Muharram. Our Majlis continues. We will recite Noahs to mourn the great loss in Karbala. Our eyes will shed more tears and our matam will increase. Let us focus our minds on Hussein in Karbala. He had hardly 72 men with him, while day by day Yazid's vulture-like men are gathering in large numbers to kill Hussein al-Islam. On 9th of Muharram, Yazid's commander decided to fight Hussein and his men. They blow the trumpets to start the battle. Hussein was not ready to fight. He called his brother Abbas, the commander of his small army. Abbas, go to the commanders of Yazid's army and ask them to give us one more night. We will be ready tomorrow. Abbas al-Islam went with Hussein al-Islam's request. It was granted. Why did Hussein ask for one more night? To pray, to spend one more day with his children, to spend one more day with his darling daughter Sakina. No, Hussein was waiting for a special guest, Hurr. Who was Hurr? Hurr was a captain of Yazid's army. He was the captain who stopped Hussein from going to Kufa. He, with his 1,000 men, forced Hussein to come to Karbala. Hurr, the name means to be free. Hurr lived up to his name. He freed himself from the fire of hell before it was too late. The events in Karbala teach us many lessons. Hurr taught us a lesson. He set an example for us. We should think of Hurr all the time during our life. Hurr had a choice between hell and heaven. He had a choice between glory in this world of happiness, in the world hereafter. It is never too late to ask for forgiveness. Hurr chose heaven. He chose happiness in the world thereafter. In our lifetime, there are many times when we have to make a choice between good and bad, between halal and haram, between right and wrong, between hell and heaven. Be like Hurr, choose good deeds, choose halal things, go for truth and choose to be in heaven. Happiness and glory in this world are short-lived, while the happiness in the world hereafter is everlasting. On 9th Muharram, Hurr could hear the cry, Al-Atush, 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 thirst, thirst, thirst. The children in Hussein al-Islam camp were crying for water. Hurr was very restless. He kept on thinking what a grave mistake he had made by bringing Hussein to Karbala. What have I done? Why? Why did I put the son of Fatima in this position? Will Hussein al-Islam forgive me? Will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me? Will Bibi Fatima sallallahu forgive me? How can I ask for forgiveness? Hurr could not sleep the whole night. He spent the night weeping and begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive him. The 10th of Muharram came. It was very early in the morning. Horses in Yazid's camp were hot and uncomfortable. They were jumping up and down. They could not keep their hooves on the ground because it was so hot. Yazid's soldiers poured buckets of water on the horses' hooves to cool them and calm them. Hurr watched as gallons of water was poured on the horses. He thought, so much water for the animals, while the children of Bibi Fatima are crying for a few drops of water. There is so much water for the animals, but none for the grandson of the Holy Prophet. Al-Atush, Al-Atush, Al-Atush echoed through Hurr's ear. Hurr could not take it anymore. He called his son and said, "My son, I have made a terrible mistake. I have brought such a pious and truthful man here to be killed. Please, my son, quickly take me to Imam Hussain alayhi salam. I want to beg him to forgive me before it is too late. I am ashamed of myself. Will Hussain alayhi salam forgive me? How can I face him? Hurr continued, my son, before you take me to Hussain, tie my hands and cover my face so that I do not have to face him while I ask for his forgiveness. Hurr's son did what his father had asked him to do. He tied Hurr's hand and covered his face. Hurr and his son mounted their horses and headed towards Hussain alayhi salam's camp. Abbas, who was guarding the tents, saw the two men coming towards him. He thought they were coming to attack them. He pulled out his sword and warned them to stop where they were. Imam Hussain alayhi salam also saw the two men. Abbas, my brother, Abbas, put your sword back. Those two men are not coming to fight us. That is Hurr, my special guest. I have been waiting for him. Let us go and receive him, Abbas. Imam Hussain alayhi salam and Abbas went to meet Hurr. Welcome, Hurr, welcome. I have been waiting for you. Hurr threw himself at Hussain alayhi salam's feet. My master, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I am extremely sorry for what I have done. I am ashamed of myself. Imam Hussain took Hurr in his arms and said, Hurr, my friend, I forgive you. I assure you that my grandfather, my father, and my mother have also forgiven you. Come with me, Hurr. Imam Hussain, Abbas, Hurr, and his son rode back to the tents. It was Fajr time. Ali Akbar gave adhan. They all prayed the Fajr Salat. Soon after that, Yazid soldiers blew the trumpets to start the battle. Hurr asked Imam Hussain alayhi salam for permission to go and fight the enemies of Islam. Hurr, you are my guest. You have only been with me for a short time. I have not been able to look after you properly. I have neither fed you nor I have been able to give you water. At least spend some time with me. No, Hurr, no. I cannot let you die. You are my guest. Hurr did not give up. He kept insisting on being the first to go to battle. Imam Hussain alayhi salam then thought that the longer Hurr stayed with him, the more he would suffer from thirst and hunger. So Imam Hussain alayhi salam gave permission to Hurr. Go, Hurr, go. Fiman Allah, Hurr. Imam Hussain himself mounted Hurr on his horse. Hurr went to the battlefield. He was a strong and brave man. He fought the battle gallantly and sent many of Yazid's men to hell. Eventually, Hurr came off his horse, severely wounded. He called for Hussain alayhi salam, Master, Master, come quickly. Let me see you for the last time. Hurr was taking his last breath. Imam Hussain alayhi salam placed Hurr's head on his lap. Fiman Allah, Hurr, go, Hurr, go. My grandfather is waiting for you. My father and mother are waiting for you. We will be joining you soon in heaven. Fiman Allah, Hurr. Imam Hussain alayhi salam, with tears in his eyes, prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please forgive Hurr and grant him a place in heaven. Hurr died on Imam Hussain alayhi salam's lap, and Abbas and Ali Akbar helped Imam carry Hurr's body to the tent. Inna lillah wa inna ilahi raji'un. We are from Allah and to Him we will return. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.